Okay, I think recording has started. Yeah. So let's proceed. So let's start again. I said that each and every one of us must have interacted with a market before in our local environment, and that each of this market, which could be a big market, a small market, everyday market, selectively some selective days market, and the rest of them. But then this market, the beauty of this market is that for if any day you come to this market, which the market is meant to open, you will actually see a buyer and a seller for each. It could be a commodity, it could be a service, it could be a good. All right. If, for instance, now you stay in Abuja and there's a market around that way side. I don't know the name, or the one at Bowalada side. Also. So, but then those you stay in that area, maybe you left your home today and then you came to the market to buy something that you know should be in the market under normal circumstances. You were unable to get it, your order was not filled. The next day you come again, you did not even see it again. You come the third day. Will you have the zeal or the courage to come to that market again? So you I doubt you will start looking for another market to go and get your order filled, right? So basically a market which in this context, we're talking about brokers and exchanges. There are agents that facilitate buying and selling. Why? How do they do this? They bring together buyers and sellers, or you can see that there are agents that provide liquidity in each of this market. Basically, each market normally has its own broker or exchange. For instance, what I mean by this is we have stock brokers, which may not necessarily be currency brokers. We have our commodity brokers, and depending on the market, different brokers operate in the various markets as we talked about. We have brokers that operate in the options market, which is still derivative market. We have brokers that operate solely on ETFs. We have brokers that work on futures market. We have brokers that work on cryptocurrency markets and all these things. So which are exchanges. So all these brokers have their different market, but then know that they are doing the same work. Which work are they doing? They're bringing buyers and sellers together. And a brokerage firm, which could still be a market in context, is the same if makes more sense if it has more liquidity. That is, if you can easily come to that brokerage firm and liquidate your assets without any price impact on your assets. Say, for instance, now you want to sell your gold jewelry and you go to a commodity market where you are meant to sell gold, then you are able to meet buyers and you are able to sell at the current or near the current market price because the market is liquid enough. So that market is a very successful market. But then if it's a market that is not liquid enough or that is not a good market, you may get there, you will see maybe only one buyer. And when it's only one buyer and you and need to liquidate your assets, he may play the game of what? Monopoly, right? This is basically what brokers and exchanges are. So let's just take some little notes on brokers or exchanges, right? Let's take some notes on that. Okay. In the financial markets, okay. Because of persons, firms, or agents that facilitate buying and selling in the financial markets. Okay. In traditional financial markets, sorry. The traditional financial market, they are called what? Brokers. But then in today's market, where we have the cryptocurrency market, you can have the jewelry exchange booths, you can have the beauty exchange, which is still a currency market, which is still a broker, you have a bank, and the rest of them. So this is basically what it is. They are generally, you can say across board, these guys are what? Brokerage firms. Because they are facilitating buying and selling of what financial securities, right? This is actually what brokers are. So now when we talk about brokers, there are various types of brokerage firms of broker. Now we have the for the currency market, we have those we call electronic communication network ECNs. We have the those of what is it called again? I've forgotten these types of the way these markets are classified. But then on the because they are classified mostly depending on the market, the type of market you are trading on. On the currency market, we have electronic. Yes, sorry, I've remembered. For the currency market, okay, and brokers are persons, firms, or agents that facilitate buying or selling in the financial markets, right? So now, each market has its own terminology. The commodity market has its own terminology or technicalities. The derivative markets, options, futures, and the rest of them have their own technicality or terminology. The currency market has their own terms, technicalities, or terminologies. But then across board, these guys are all what? Brokers. Just like in the cryptocurrency world, which most of us are coming from, these guys are called what? Exchanges, which could be decentralized or centralized what? Exchanges. So now, for the brokerage firm on the currency markets, any notification was that? Okay. For the brokerage firm on the currency market, we have what we call the interbank market or interbank brokers and the electronic communication brokers. But the very difference between interbank and ECN brokers is that ECN brokers are usually electronic and they take care of you can have a small account with them. But then these interbank markets are is a brokerage firm or interaction between big banks, just like the likes of Zenith Bank, they speculate in Forex. They may not come to trade with you, but they could be trading against each other or with each other and then against CBN, you understand? All these are what we call interbank markets. These big bank, JP Morgan Chase, Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Grayscale, and the rest of them, all these big banks. So trading together, you cannot actually take part in their transactions. So whereas these small electronic brokers like Hot Forex, Deriv, FSBN, FXCM, Rwanda, and the rest of them. These are the ECN brokers or the ECN brokerage firms for the currency market. Okay, that's the type of brokers or brokerage firms we have in the currency market. Basically, now when we talk about cryptocurrency market or exchanges, just like we see exchanges now in bracket cryptocurrency market. When we talk about exchanges in the cryptocurrency market, we're talking about an entity, agency, or a place where people go to buy and sell crypto assets or crypto securities. Now, basically, they are providing you with what? A market, a ready-made market that you can come to this place and liquidate your asset, or you can come to this place what and buy your assets. So these brokers could be what we call. I forgot to download Trust Wallet on my PC. I would have liked to show you guys how to use Pancakes. Is there anybody that don't know how to use decentralized exchange here? Pancake Swap, how to buy from Pancake Swap, and the rest of them. If there's anybody that don't know how to use it, just send two in the chat box. Let me know. Well, if you don't know how to use it, I don't think there will be a need for that. If there's anybody here that doesn't know how to use Pancake Swap, Uniswap, and Dodo Bakery Swap, and the rest of them to buy and sell cryptocurrency, just type some two in the chat box. Wow. People you don't know. Oh, you are too old to still be a newbie. You don't know, people you don't know, you are too old to still be a newbie. Okay, Rachel. Rachel said, okay, she too, you don't know. Okay, let me try and download Trust Wallet on my PC. Okay, what's this? Okay, let me try and download Trust Wallet on my PC. Just bear with me. I forgot about this. I entirely forgot about this. But I would like this class to be complete so we don't repeat this. All these things are things that go work in tandem. So if we do all of them together, to be an added advantage to us, okay? So just bear with me. So I was saying in the cryptocurrency market, when you talk about exchanges, this is a marketplace where we go to buy and sell crypto assets or crypto securities, right? So now these exchanges they help us to facilitate the buying and selling. So just like a market helps us to sell or buy securities in this form, the market we're talking about is the security market. We buy and sell in this market now. So what's it called? The exchanges too help us to facilitate buying and selling of security assets, cryptocurrency, right? So let me just download Trust Wallet. So focus on my PC. So I would like us to okay. So that's what it is. I believe we already have the idea what markets or what brokerage firms or exchanges are on a general note. Please, if you understood what we meant by brokerage firm and exchanges, please type some one in the chat box. If you do not understand, type some three in the chat box. You are in between them, type two in the chat box. If you understood what we meant by exchanges, brokerage firms, type some one in the chat box. If you did not understand, type some two in the chat box. Sorry. If you do not understand, type three. If you are in between understanding and not understanding, type some two in the chat box. Please. So forge ahead. Awa, you are just coming. Sorry, but you have to wait. If I repeat myself again, you will pick. It's already 8 minutes past 6. Please attached to enjoy if you need to download the app. This multifunction will be easy to use. How do I do it? You can't open Trustwallet. This is before it's not available as a code. You can only download and Google Play Store. Man, okay. However, if you have MetaMask, you can import Trustwallet without transaction fees. Since I cannot be able to load Trust Wallet on my PC, is anybody that knows how to load Trust Wallet on my PC here? So I could do this. I could do this. So we'll do this together once and for all. Why am I looking for Trust Wallet? I want to teach us how to use the apps, which are decentralized exchange extensions to buy and sell crypto. Most of us already know this, especially all of us that like moonshot or what's it called, shitcoins. What do you call them? So those are places you normally get such things like a pancake swap, or you swap. You can get those things there. Okay. So, but since I'm unable to do this, I would still like to do this. Maybe let me try using my phone. Let me try. Let me see if I can share my screen on my phone. Is anybody that knows how I can connect, download? If I can download Trust Wallet on PC, if I can use Trust Wallet on PC here, please, if you know, just share with me, please. If you have an idea, share with me. So we forge ahead, we'll proceed. Let me even check if you can share screen on Trust Wallet. Please just bear with me. I'm sorry, I did not remember all this. I'm very, very sorry. Hello, can you guys see my screen? Oh, I missed it. If you can see my screen, please type and notify me in the chat box if you can see my screen. So can you guys hear me now? Hello, can you guys hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now? You can hear me now, please type someone in the chat box, please. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. I was actually trying to share my phone screen so I can explain how to use Trust Wallet decentralized exchange. But I don't know. I'm unable to access it on my PC. But then maybe I'll have to make a video for you guys on that. Also, that becomes I'm owing you guys extra two explanations, which is exchange traded fund and Trust Wallet now, right? So please let me share my PC. Let me share my screen so we see. So see. Sorry, so much time has been spent on this. Sorry. I guess you can see my screen now, right? Sorry, we're trying to explain exchanges for the cryptocurrency market. So now I'm trying to explain these exchanges. I made us understand that we have types of cryptocurrency exchanges. One is a decentralized exchange, the other is a centralized exchange. And the major difference between a centralized exchange is that it's kind of a real world market whereby um, the owners of the exchange, the likes of Binance, KuCoin, uh, OKX, Ascendex, Bitmart, excuse me, Coinbase Pro, FTX, Hotbit, Mexi, Coinex, many of these centralized exchanges, they are trying to uh, simulate a real world market environment whereby users or investors in the cryptocurrency market can easily come trade their assets and go. And then every good cryptocurrency exchange, whether decentralized or centralized, should be liquid enough. I know what liquidity is. Liquidity is the ease at which an asset could be bought and sold without any price impact on that particular asset. So every good exchange, broker, whatever, any market you want to be trading should be liquid enough that there should not be a negative price impact on the market. So talking about exchanges, we say that an exchange is a marketplace where people come to buy and trade their security or financial assets. And there are two types of exchanges in the cryptocurrency market. You have the centralized and the centralized exchange. In addition to that, we say that the centralized exchange is an exchange such as Binance, which is owned and controlled by a third party, by an individual who is trying to simulate a real world market environment. And that in a centralized exchange, buyers and sellers interact between each other. Say, for instance, now Mr. Pharmacarius wants to sell his Bitcoin, and I want to sell my Bitcoin, or I want to buy Bitcoin. I will come and place a buy order in Binance. And then Mr. Pharmacarius will come and place a sell order in Binance. If the both of us at a point in time are able to reach a consensus at the price at which we will buy and sell, this will take us to other types that we may treat in the nearby future, which we will buy and sell. So basically, his order for a sell will be filled, my order for a buy will be filled, and then we will each pay the Binance platform a fee for processing our transaction. That's basically what a centralized exchange is. So they serve as like an escrow or a middleman, facilitate buying and selling between the two parties. But for a decentralized exchange, you are actually trading against them. You understand? They are providing the liquidity, they are providing the market. So if you want to buy, you come and buy from them. If you want to sell, you come and sell it to them. And examples of DEX exchanges, you have, I think KuCoin is a DEX exchange. Uniswap, I'm sure Uniswap is a DEX exchange. PancakeSwap is a DEX exchange. Bakery Swap is a DEX exchange. Dodo, uh, Torchain, or Rune, and the rest of them. There are many of them that are the centralized exchanges. So the major difference between a centralized exchange and the decentralized exchange is in their mode of operation. For the centralized exchange, the buyers and the seller interact, and compensation is made based on Mr. Cornelius. You are just joining us. Okay, let me tag you and link is directing me to the class. This link isn't directing me to the class. use the link, sir. So basically, we have what was I saying? The difference between the two is in their mode of compensation. For instance, now the centralized exchange is compensated mainly based on spread differences between the buy and sell. That's the difference between the buy and sell price. If the asset is quoted at $1, they could sell it for $1.5. That's what we call slippage, plus or minus how many percent that they want based on the rules and regulation or terms and conditions of the exchange. But then for the centralized exchange, they are usually compensated by fees. Okay, so you pay certain fees for you to be able to utilize these exchanges. In buying, you pay a fee. In selling, you pay a fee. Okay, so both the buyer and the seller will pay a fraction. I think some percentage. I think in Binance have about 0.1 or 0.75, 0.075 fees you pay depending on your transaction. So now, for you to be able to choose a broker or an exchange, these are the things you want to look at. That's talking about the yardstick for selecting brokerage firm or exchanges. One, you want to look at the trust score of the, or rather, the trust score will be rated based on these criteria. One is security. You don't just go and pick any brokerage firm that you want to trade on this brokerage firm because they are promising you enormous this and that. You want to look at people's review. But if you want to have a first-hand experience, and then so you will give us the review and know whether we'll know whether we'll be able to come and test ourselves. You could go and then do better testing for us, okay? But most times it's best to be wise and learn from other people's experience, from the reviews they have shared about the such exchanges, okay? So yardsticks for selecting exchanges and brokers. Brokers or brokerage firms, okay? Yardstick for selecting brokerage firms. Number one, that you want, because this is a decentralized exchange and you are dealing with somebody that is like you. Mr. Cornelius, have you been able to join the call? If you've been able to join the call, please drop someone in the chat box. Because this is a centralized exchange and you are dealing with fellow human beings. You know, human beings we can be funny at times. So we need to look at number one. Okay, you've been able to join us. Thank you. You need to look at number one, their customer support. Don't joke with this. Because you may have a failed transaction and you want to reach out to somebody. And in the next 48 hours, you've not been attended to. How do you feel? Your money is hanging. The service you are paying for is not being attended to or is not being rendered to you. How will you feel? So basically, the first thing you want to look at is the customer support system of the exchange. Is it steadily available 247? Are they easy to be reached? The barrier to reaching them and the rest of them. These are things you want to look at. How good the customer support is, okay? So you want to look at number one, the customer support. Two, you want to look at their fee structures, the fees they pay or their demand for transactions. You want to look at fees. What's this? Fees. Okay, three, you want to look at, let me write everything out together so we'll just discuss it. You want to look at fees. You want to look at liquidity. How liquid the asset the market they are listing is. How liquid. We already talked about what liquidity is. Then number four, now look at, sorry. Number four, I want to look at liquidity, security, okay. Now look at security. Number five, you want to look at, what's it again? Look at customer support, fees, liquidity, security, let's say trading volume. Trading volume is the same as liquidity. So basically, you want to look at these four things, okay, in determining the type of exchange or broker you want to use. You want to look at how good or how efficient their customer support is, the customer support system is. You want to look at how the fees, how do they charge their fees. Some brokers will charge fees based, for instance, some currency brokers are charging their fees based on spread. Spread is the difference between the bid and the ask price. So the bid and ask price, I know that's the next question now for some of us that don't know. And let me show you my screen. Can you see my screen? You guys can see my screen where we are having okay, they said a broker is not connected. I have the red and the blue position. I have the red and the blue quotes on my screen. Okay. Now, if I want to sell, I'll be selling at this price, 161.5, the red mark, the red one. That's the price the person I'm being offered to sell. Now, if I want to now for instance, I'm the one here in the market, and my broker, I'm trading against my broker now. So this quote is concerning me, the bid and the ask. So I will explain this forever, properly for you now. The bid is what I am bidding. I want to be a buyer. I want to be a buyer. So that's the price I will bid to be offered that product or service. Okay. Now, also, if I want to sell now, this is the price my broker they ask. So my broker is asking me to sell. So that's the price at which I'll offer the commodity. I don't know if this is clear. If you are the buyer now, you are trading against your broker here. For you to understand what bid and ask price is, there are those different things. If you are buying, you are taking your broker's quotes. So you are taking his words, bid price. If I'm buying, I'm taking his bid price, which is usually higher than the ask price. Now, if you are selling, I will be taking what the ask price, what he's asking me to offer. You understand? The bid price, that's what I'm to bid. Then the ask is what he's asking me to offer. So the ask price for me, since I'm trading against the broker, will always be higher. So then the difference between the spread, as you can see here, the spread is 0.5. That's the spread. So some brokers, this is what they used to pay themselves. So because of this, some brokers will actually make the spread to be too big for you. You can see $10 spread, $20 spread, but that's what they're taking for their fees. While some brokers may not, because they're not offering spread as part of their fees, the spread will be very, very low. But then they will have a fixed means of charging you fees. So these are the things you want to look at. How is their fee structure? How do they charge their fee? Is it based on spread? What is usually their spread? Do they have a large spread or low spread? Or is it, if they are charging you fixed fees, what percentage do they normally charge you and the rest of them? Okay. Now you want to look at liquidity. We already talked about emphasizing on liquidity all this. Right? Liquidity is the ease at which an asset could be bought or sold in any market. For instance, now you are a telephone dealer. Let's say you are a telephone seller now, and you imported the likes of Nokia C10, C1, or Nokia C6, and the rest of them. So those Symbian phone then, those Java phones, Symbian phone, and you imported them now. You wanted to sell them. Do you think the market is still liquid enough for that asset, or you as an individual now, you want to go and buy that phone? Do you think you will easily see it? You will not easily see it, and because it is scarce, the market is not liquid. If you see it, there will be a heavy price impact for you to buy it. It will actually be very, very cost, higher than the value it is offering. Okay. Now, if you on your own, you want to liquidate such assets because the market is not in demand and the market is not liquid, the person who's going to buy from you will actually buy at a very low price. That is what we'll talk about liquidity. Price impacts. The impact on price when you want to liquidate your what asset, it could be negative or positive. Okay. Now look at security. Most of us recently, the cryptocurrency market will be hearing of the likes of hacks. I actually saw one today. They say 10 million was hacked in Ethereum from a DeFi platform. So these are the things we want to look at. How secure they are. The issue security here entails how secure the platform is in terms of algorithmically programming and the rest of them, hard wallets, cold wallets, those things. You want to look at that. And then insurance, their insurance policy. So this is why you have to do your due diligence as an investor, a savvy investor for that matter. You need to be up and doing. Investment is not a lazy man's game. Okay, you need to be up and doing. You need to do a lot of research. You need to read terms and conditions properly. Okay, you need to read terms and conditions. That's one thing you need to peruse terms and conditions. So you need see there are means of settlement in case of disputes between you and them, in case of loss of one. How will they be able to settle me? How many percent of my money will I use? How many percent will I get back? So these things are what you want to look at, because as a good investor, capital first. Security of your capital first, then comes what? Interest on your capital. So first thing you want to do is secure your capital. So these are the yardsticks you want to use for selecting your exchanges and your brokers. And if you have any exchange or broker that falls into this category, these are the exchanges you want to be looking at. You look at the customer support, look at the fee structure, you look at the liquidity, how liquid the asset is. And let me show you something on CoinGecko. But let's look at the liquidity ratings there of some assets on CoinGecko. Work with me, please. So you'll get the concept of liquidity now. CoinGecko. Let's look at. So can somebody tell me a market that we should look at the liquidity? Can you name a market we should look at how liquid the market is? Can you name a market? One market, please. Someone should type in the chat box. Any random market, not BTC, not one of the top 10. Any random market you have at mind for the cryptocurrency market? Hello, are you guys with me? Say uni. Okay, uni. Let's search uni. Let's search for uni. Where is this? To search bar. Okay, search bar here. Uni. It's one. So I think tomorrow, what we'll have tomorrow is campaign, how to do our campaign, right? I mean, the trading view. What do we have tomorrow? And someone check the timetable from what do we have tomorrow? So now look at, and you see these are the market or exchanges where you can buy uni. You can buy at CoinsBits, eToro, CoinsBits, HitBTC, Coinbase Exchange. There are many markets. Now look at the trust score. This one is fairly yellow, and the rest are green. Depending on the trust score, the yellow one is saying that it's not actually highly liquid, and then these green ones I was saying that they are liquid enough. Let's check how this let's see what trading pair. Okay, my screen is not showing. Sorry. Okay, it's still showing. It should be showing trading view. Let me log out and join you guys again. Okay, sorry. Let me join. Sorry. You know, I've been talking to myself all this while. Oh God. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry, guys. So I was saying, to measure the liquidity of an asset, uni is actually a big asset because it's heavily liquid across multiple exchanges. Coinsbit, this is the biggest, this is the exchange that trades it the highest. That's how it's ranking number one. So, and there are other of ranking. It trades it bigger than Uniswap. So this one, because it has been long, it was updated. So the trust score dropped. That's the liquidity dropped. Okay, and there's the price impact. How much are they selling? They're selling 10.38, and then you see the difference between their price now and the current price, current market price. So this spread is what some people might be taking for their fees. The difference between the ask and the bid, or they'll have a fixed fee structure. Okay, so these are the things you want to look at when selecting an exchange to trade or a market to trade. You look at the liquidity, security, and the rest of them. Okay. I hope this is clear. Now, if it is clear to you, please drop some one in the chat box. If it is not clear, drop some three. Rather, if it's clear to you, drop some fire emoji, heart, love emoji. If it's clear, if it's not clear, use your favorite emoji and express your mood. If it's clear, just express your mood towards the class so far. Whoa! Why it's not clear? Ask your question, sir. Ask a question. Sorry. Ask a question. Ask a question. Man, so many questions. So many questions. Wow. Wow. I think we entertain so many questions today. Okay. But please, you need to speak up. That's one thing you need to speak up now. Let me hear from you because I cannot assume, I cannot make assumptions. Mr. Uchechukwu, please, you're muted already. Mr. Awa, you are muted already. Any other person that wants to speak, please raise your hand. Favor, you're muted already. So please ask your questions before we proceed. And then we'll round it off because we are almost done for today. Please ask the question, the ambiguity you are having. So let's trash it. I'm owing you guys 2 video recordings or 2 video explanations now. How to use Trust Wallet to buy and sell crypto and exchange traded fund. I'll drop these together with the rest of the recordings the day we are done with our meetings. So please ask your question because if you do not ask your question, we assume you understood clearly.
Hello, sir.
Is asking a question.
Yes, I'm talking. I'm speaking.
Wait.
Hello, sir. Can you hear
Was
me?
I even connected? Excuse me, sorry. What's happening? You should have following, but once in a while I'll be totally lost because ask the question you have, please. Okay, so please ask your question. Because this things you guys say now is not a question. There's no way I can actually fathom what the problem is. You are lost. Where are you lost? How did you get lost? Pick yourself so we can track you. Now, if you go lost, they ask you what's the nearest landmark to you. You don't even know. You can't even see anything. So pick yourself, fam. Pick yourself. Where are you? What's the ambiguity? What's it?
So we can't hear you. I can't hear you. Since your audio is out again, and then the screen, what is showing on your screen is steady. It's not moving. Just the Uniswap page you use is showing us illustration. That's what it's showing. I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me or if I can be heard by others. Okay, let me attempt leaving and follow.
Well, can you guys hear me now? Hello, fam, can you guys hear me now? Okay, thank you so much. So sorry for that. Sorry for that. I lost my connection. Let me share my screen. Okay. So, Mr. Awu, I asked a question about spread and fees, right? Now, I said when I talked to us about fees, I told us that brokers have generally two means by which they charge fees. And they could charge their fees by one, having a fixed fee structure. They could say for every transaction you are taking part in, they are gonna bill you. Please, if you stop hearing me, come my attention. They're gonna bill you 10% of your transaction, whether you are buying or selling. Now they can say that they can take the spread, and I showed you this. I said, look at these quotes here, these two quotes here. One is which the price at which a seller will sell. The other is the price at which a buyer is asking. Okay, a buyer will take this bigger price here, the blue one. A seller will take the now. Okay, sorry. Now this is the quote your broker is giving you. Okay, the quote your broker is giving you, and the spread here is 0.5 cents. That's $0.5 50 cents. So basically what it means is now if I want to sell, I'm the one selling now. Say for instance, Mr. Pharmacarius wants to sell, Mr. Awa wants to buy, and I am the broker. Now Mr. Awa is asking for an offer of 168.99, which is the highest price there. You are asking Mr. Pharmacarius to pay you the higher price. Then Mr. Pharmacarius is bidding the lower price there, which is the bid. But then I am the broker. So I say that whatever price you guys agree on, it doesn't concern me. But what I'm gonna do is that I will take 50%. So after you guys must have agreed, I will add 50% to what the buyer will pay. 50 cents rather to what the buyer will pay. So that's how I will take my own money. Or I could have a fixed fee structure that whatever amount you guys agree on as a fee, I will take 10% of it. So this is basically how brokers charge their fees. They could have a fixed fee structure, or they could have a dynamic fee structure that is just based on the spread. The spread, which is the difference between the buying price and the selling price, they will take it for every transaction you do. Okay, so that was what I mean by spread. When I talked about spread, that was when I mentioned spread. Why don't I? Is that clear? It's clear, please. Whatever state you are, and reply with reply with an emoji. So let me know where you are. Reply with how you feel. Reply with how you feel. Okay, thank you so much. So, Mr. Bishmega, you are asking a question. Please, your question again. Sorry, I think I lost track of it.
Mm, Yeah,
Question.
yeah. I was trying to get your knowledge that we can't hear you and that your screen was static and steady. But I think it's okay now. Still, that I can't see your screen again.
So sorry for that. I think I'm having a fluctuation here. So any questions so far from anybody, from any one of us? Any questions so far? Well, any questions so far? Please ask your questions. Ask your questions. Please ask your questions. Mr. Famakarios, we are trying to say something back then. I unmuted you. Did you note it down? Mrs. Rachel, you don't have any question? Mr. AH, you don't have any question? Okay, Bishmega, you already asked your question. Eli Stout, you don't have any question, sir? Cornelius, sir, you don't have any question? Mr. Febo, you don't have any question? Mr. Awa, you don't have any question? All the time is actually 7:16. I believe we are done with the class today. Please ask your question. Ask your question. If there's something I need to go over again, because I know that we had some fluctuations. If there's something you don't get, please call my attention.
I wish I still allowed you. 1991. Okay, I actually do not have any questions for now. Just sorry for
Okay,
that.
sir. So please, if just with respect to the class we had now, please reply with your mood, with the way you feel towards the class we had now. Reply with an emoji. Reply with an emoji, fam. Reply with an emoji. Okay. So please look at that poll. We had a poll. And currently, like I said, let me say it again. I don't know, some of us may not have read it, or because some of us are not good in going over charts. Now let me call our attention to this. Basically, the way I normally do my stuff is this. I could just teach you, I will share a knowledge with you, and then at the end of my meetings, we normally part ways. For those of you that have been in my meetings for some time, you see that that's one. But currently, I've been honored to have a lot of my mentors and people I value here. So I want to respect the presence. And I've been contemplating on, you see, the group is actually a private community. You understand? For those of you that have been with me, that are still with me, and that know me, you know that I don't like committing myself to people, but if I commit myself to people by the grace of God, I will most likely deliver. So I'm asking us, in return of that, I'm asking you, how active will you be? I'm not promising you signals. I'm promising you what? Knowledge that I believe by the grace of God you may not be able to get elsewhere. At the current, you may not be able to get it elsewhere. That's one thing I believe. Because we are not mediocres. Okay? So that's what I'm promising you. But then I need to know your parts. I need what? Active participation from you. I need your commitment. One of which is, like we say, while we're starting, we had a target of 500 invitees. We didn't meet that, which shows that, because I know, you know that I cannot put out ads. I can actually pay for adverts. People will convert, people tripping here. A lot of people will come here. But I don't need that. I don't see any need for that. I'm not selling you guys anything. So there's no need of incurring such additional expenditures. I don't see any wisdom in that. So, but each and every one of you, you can actually, if you think there's a value in it, you can actually advertise for it. Yes, that's the truth. If you believe in what you're actually saying, you can advertise for it. That's what I believe. If there was a value there, or there's a value, yes, because price has never been the issue. It's what we value. Price has never been what the issue. So it's whatever you value is what you will go to. You always pay the price that is demanded. So I'm asking us in return for us to work in tandem and work in pari passu. Actually, that we get committed to each other. And I dropped the poll. The poll will expire tomorrow at exactly the same time it was dropped. And I will assume that whoever that saw the poll and did not vote is actually saying a no to the meeting. That's what I will assume. Currently, I'm having that the poll has had about 29 people have seen the poll, and only 18 people have voted. So I will assume that the rest of the people that did not vote are on the negative side of the poll. It's either a yes or no question. So, and if that be the case, at the end of our meeting, I may drop you with the videos, because if I'm dropping you with the videos, actually I don't want to be sharing my content anymore. You understand? I don't want to be sharing my content anymore. Because as you can see, this is a private community. You cannot share or forward anything here. So I may not be sharing my content with you guys anymore. But then if you are here, you may get access to the content. So tentatively, I may drop you with the videos at the end of the meeting. But if you are together, inevitably you have access to the recordings. So at the end of the meeting, if no consensus, positive consensus is reached between you guys and myself, because currently this is not what I have in my mind, I have on my table, but because my family demanded for it, you understand? The people, the family I've been with, those I've been teaching and I've been learning from them, they demanded for such things. So I decided to that we expand, that we just do it and then help each other out. If at all we are unable to meet a consensus at the end of the meeting, which is coming on 12th of February, at the 11th of February, by 12, between 12 and 13, the community will be deleted. You understand? That's what I just want you to know. But then, if we are able to meet an agreement and then work in tandem and grow ourselves, you guys have what I can learn from you. You guys have what I can learn from you. Myself, I have what I can still teach you. Okay, we can actually come to educate ourselves on every walk of life. You know, actually, whatever we do is actually an investment opportunity. All you just need is the knowledge, and then if you have the know-how, we can always go about it. We can actually build a wonderful community. That's it just depends on you guys. That's just the only thing I can tell you. It depends on the energy that is coming. If the energy that is coming is negative, I'll just zoom. Okay, so. And for Mrs. Pepper, you remember I told you something last year when I had the last meeting with you guys that I'm not supposed to be on the internet currently. Yeah. What time is classes? Mr. Ibi, you're just coming. Oh, Mr. Ibi, this is one of my family members. He has just been killing the market since, and he's coming here to ask what time is the meeting. Look at him. Okay. Okay. Cool. So that's just basically what it is. Okay. We just need a commitment. It's a community, you understand? I won't just do everything myself. You can share what you know, you can share what I can share what I know, and then we work together and achieve a common goal. But then there needs to be that commitment, man, because people are always like a daisica when it comes to work. I cannot do everything for you. That's one thing you need to know. I cannot do everything. I won't do everything for you. So if we work in tandem, fine. Now we have about 162 people in the community, and only about 10 and 11 always come for the meeting. Fine. You know why? They did not pay for the meeting. The fee is the free meeting. That's the truth. But believe you me, most of you have actually been in attendance in a lot of webinars, a lot of meetings. And for those who have been with me, you can attest that there is nothing I've told you that you've seen elsewhere. If there are, then there will be very few and very little. You know why? What I'm teaching you, I teach you one experiential knowledge. I did not source it elsewhere. I sourced it by a combination of experience. A lot of things I saw myself. And I think a friend I met online, I don't know whether he's online now, he actually told me something that struck me sometime in the past. He said, I asked him, how much is he going to pay me for me to teach him? He said, whatever I ask, because knowledge is what the giver is asking. I was actually shocked. And his response is one of the reasons why I'm actually putting this meeting together. And then when I put the meeting together, I had to invite him over. I believe if he's here, he may be shocked. If he's not here, fine. He's the one that is losing it. So that's actually me for you, please. So let's build if you want. It's not a force, because by the grace of God, I can always make my money off the market. That's just the real truth. Nobody who has the time to teach you. If I can make my money always from the market, so what is it? Okay? So that's it, okay? So thank you guys for your time. Thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you for honoring me with your presence. Oh, Mr. Ibi say what time for the class? Funny man. Okay, so that's it. Okay, fam, that's it. Thank you so much for the class. If he's saying that we don't have any question, I think we'll call it a day now. We'll call it a day, fam. In the absence of any question, call it a day. So if it's clear what we did today, please reply with one in the chat box. Reply with one in the chat box. If it's not clear, you don't want us to end the meeting, it's not clear, you have any question, reply with 3 in the chat box. So we'll proceed. We still have about 5 minutes. One. Okay, I can see you. Awa is clear. Mrs. Rachel, I can see you. One is clear. Love that. AH is clear. One. So tomorrow we're talking about trading view. It's important. I came late, but from where I joined is clear. Love you. You will still get the recording, sir. So I think it's clear. Mrs. Princess, I'm here to get your response. Mrs. Princess, I'm here to get your response, ma. Is it not clear? Are you on the call? It's clear. Okay, thank you so much, fam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow? I think trading view. So trading view, and it's important, I think. So we'll see why we need to use trading view. Tomorrow, understanding the trading view website, trading view tools, and it's important. So at the end of this meeting, I will give you guys a recommended market or recommended brokers based on time, trusted, and the rest of them. But I've actually tried a lot of brokers. So I'll give you guys a list of brokers where you can actually sign up, because you could be trading a lot of stuff now, a lot of markets. If you want, you can trade a lot of markets at the end of this meeting, any market you want. At the end of, so I will recommend some brokers to us and exchanges where we can actually play on. Okay, so that will be that for another day. So, but now tomorrow we are having understanding the trading view website, trading view tools, and it's important. Trading view tool is a tool that every trader wants to have access to. You can actually use a lot of, maybe you can use your exchanges K line. You know what's exchange K line? You can use your Binance K line, but trading view tools on trading view website is sophisticated. You understand? There's a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff, a lot of information. If you know how to use them, okay. So we'll actually look at them tomorrow. That's what will happen tomorrow. The tools, the various tools there, and then from that Friday, from 5th, we'll start talking about market campaign and analysis. That's where it becomes interesting. That's what most people are actually asking. How do I do fundamental analysis? What fundamental analysis? How do I even go about looking at this? Try not to miss the call, because I may not drop the recording. That's the truth. But what I'm going to be giving to you that very day are things that I've actually, from my time, my experience in the market, my crop of knowledge, what I'm going to be giving you, first-hand knowledge, tested and trusted. Okay? Some families here already know that they already have a lot of faith and they are actually enjoying it. So that's that. And then the 6th day, we'll be talking about support and resistance. Some of us have been hearing support and resistance, but don't know how to identify support and resistance in the markets. We don't actually know how to draw support, resistance, the needs. Some of us will think for the policy support, support can never be broken, all this and that. So demystify all those things. Then we'll go to market structure and the rest. So it's actually a powerfully packed section. I'm telling you, most of the courses I've been seeing is not actually as well prepared as this. The information, the value, not to brag, but lots of value in the course. I'm telling you the truth. Lots of things. Yeah, most of the webinars you go, it's not they teach you what is cryptocurrency. They teach you what is they tell you cryptocurrency terms, how to mint NFTs and the rest of them. How does that translate into you being a savvy investor? With that knowledge, how much have you been able to make from the market? That's the question. And not just make, but consistently make in the markets. So that's just that. We are not bragging, fam. Not to sound proud, but that's high self-esteem. I always tell my friends. Not that I'm bragging, I'm proud, but I know what I carry. You understand? So that's just that, fam. So, okay, thank you so much for your time. And I'm actually grateful to lots of mentors that have actually contributed to my life. Ime Ekwe, uh, Tony Blair, Tony Sowo, the families have had in form of students and their honor, their humility, the discipline have actually been a contributing factor to various community that have learned, have actually taught a lot of communities have actually learned from them. A lot of people that have interacted, you yourself here present, have learned a lot from you also. So that's other family. I love it and I honor you guys and I value you guys. So please let's all be timely and anticipatory because inevitably your game must change. If you can listen to what we are talking, what we are showing you here, what we show you, and then because it's not something that you grasp in a day. I'll tell you the possible truth. You cannot get it all in a day. Okay, you cannot get it all in a day. So because of that, you may want us to stay together. You may want us to stay together. You may want us to stay together. So that's that. The boy is your call, fam. The boy is your call. But I'll actually specifically right now I have people, families in my TM that are demanding to join the meeting. But like I told you guys, I'm somebody, I have my standards. If you cannot make it before now, I actually did a lot of publicity. I shared it to people that I felt like, but I will not do it again. So if given that opportunity, you guys are here, anybody you feel like you want to get in here, fine. Opportunity to come in the nearby future, maybe in some months to come or in some weeks to come, depending on my activity and my schedule, okay? So that's that for that. But then active participation. But that's what determines every community, every family. We are here under one purpose. So we need to be actively committed to each other. Okay? So that's that. Time will come when you guys will actually be hosting us. A lot of us are actually gurus here in hiding. Okay? So that's that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for your time. I think we can call it a day already. We can call it a day already. And again, let me tell you guys another thing. One of the challenges some of us are having, some of us have been in this space for quite long and then we don't know a lot of stuff. One is you are in too many communities. You belong to so many communities. You are having a lot of minds here, mind there, mind there. Your leg is here, your leg is there. If you, I'm not actually speaking against it, but one, if it's possible for you to get yourself a teacher, if you meet a teacher that is willing to teach you, pay the price and learn. That's number one thing you need to know. You don't need to be in multiple communities. That's why I always tell my family. Me, myself, I'm not in multiple communities. I'm in a very, I could be, sometimes if I even exit, what's it called? These exchanges community, but I may get there if there's anything that I need to do that takes me there, maybe ticket and the rest of them, I could get there for support. But then I don't belong in communities. And if you do that, you see a speedy growth. If you see where you are getting value, stay there. But most of us, we keep on chasing signals. Like I told you guys, I know they share signal, I know they give signal. They give anybody signal. The gist is this: you will get to a level of proficiency that you will generate signals for yourself on a consistent basis if we work together. But then I need to see your commitment so that I'll get committed to you. That's what the possible truth. Like I told us, the first commitment we had was let's get the group to 500 people attendance. It was not possible. And then I said, okay, I've already actually promised my family that I'm going to deliver this, and I did it. The gist is this: the bulk of the things I'm teaching you now is the bulk of what I'm going to teach my people. I told them as a phase one content in their study program. Okay, so they are here. You can actually, and for anybody who brought you in here may somehow be a member of my little cycle, because I don't like crowd. If you should have observed that I don't like crowd. I belong to a whole lot of communities where I'm admins, and I know that if I just go there and I say, "Hey farms, I'm actually doing this. You guys can come along." Everybody will come around. But I know only those who have that zeal to learn. You understand? and those are the people who actually pay price to learn. Those are the people I may reach out to, and that's how I work. Personally, that's how I work, because I know that I was not begged to learn. I craved to learn. I paid prices monetarily, time, and the rest of them. I ran after my teachers, even with my money, begging my teachers. I got a lot of teachers. But then the way people are lackadaisical to learn, you feel like maybe because they have a lot of free stuff on the internet. You go to YouTube, somebody will tell you this and this. Since you have been watching that, how has it impacted your life? Have you not watched it? Have you not watched it over and over and over? But then what has been the contributing factor? How you just measure your growth, draw your growth curve. Have you grown? So it's just that most of us in this part of the world have that victim mindset. So Mama, you're laughing. We have that victim mindset. So that's just the basic truth, okay? So the ball is in your court. You grow yourself if you want. If you want to stay in the market, I told us already, there are two people in the market. You have the enterprising investor who maybe you want to build a career in trading or an investing. Have the passive investor. Even as a passive investor, you still need a level of knowledge, a level of competence. Okay? So you won't go and then they'll just scam you anyhow. The rest of the scam people are falling into shitcoin and the rest. If you have the knowledge, you won't fall in. And some of these things are not just knowledge, but timely information. Much of these things you get from a mentor. So Isaac Newton was able to say that he's able to see far because okay, I think I should stop the recording already. The class is ended.